Millennials are the generation born in the 1980s and beyond, the children of baby boomers. We know a great deal about the investment preferences of baby boomers, but not so much about the next generation. Among baby boomers, men are more risk tolerant than women, and the more education, the more tolerance for risk. Conventional wisdom says if you want to find someone who looks for a high-risk, high-reward investment, look for a highly educated man. But generations differ in habits and attitudes. For example, more old people get their shoes shined, and more young people get tattoos. But both generations like rocking chairs, good food, vacations, dogs. The question becomes, do millennials share the investment preferences of their elders, or do they differ? Our research indicates that among millennials, women are more risk tolerant than men. In fact, the most risk tolerant groups surveyed are highly educated women. Highly educated men are the least risk tolerant, less risk tolerant than men who are less educated. In fact, among millennials, education makes women more risk tolerant, but education makes men less risk tolerant. The variables most associated with risk tolerance are positive psychology variables: openness and hope, confidence in the future, a sense of gratefulness, and resilience to life's ups and downs. We think changes in gender roles are reflected here. Millennial women have more power and status than past generations, and more opportunity in the workplace if they want it, which highly educated women probably do. Millennial men may feel less power and status compared to past generations. They may feel more uncertainty about the future, and as a result, look for more conservative investments. On the other hand, many studies have shown men in past generations to be excessively risk-taking. They get in trouble in school and with the law. They have more traffic accidents, and the data on this go back to horse and buggy days. They invest in overly risky ventures and trade stocks excessively. It may be that today's millennial men, especially those with more education, are simply more sensible than men used to be. More research is obviously needed. But this study indicates if you are trying to find someone who is favorably disposed toward a high-risk, high-reward investment among millennials, the person you ought to look for is an educated, positive, hopeful, confident woman.